On a quiet February morning in Huddersfield, a mother and son were discovered dead in their home, kicking off a police investigation that would leave a community seeking answers and grieving two lives lost. This is the verified story of what happened to Jane Riddell, 61, and her son Lee Scott Riddell, 35, what authorities have said about motive and circumstances, and the impact on their family and local community. If you knew them or were nearby around 3 February 2025, your memories and information could help provide fuller clarity on this still painful case. Jane Elizabeth Riddell, 61, was described by family as a devoted mother and grandmother, a proud and devoted grandma who was deeply loved by her children and grandchildren. Her daughter's tribute in local media underscored how cherished she was as a parent who gave her family such a great childhood, including holidays, days out, and caring support through life's ups and downs. Lee Scott Riddell, 35, was Jane's son. Reports state he was found deceased alongside his mother at their home. Public accounts describe him as her adult son. Beyond that, authorities have not released detailed biographical information respecting family privacy. On 3 February 2025, West Yorkshire Police were called to a property on Greenlear Court in Dalton, Huddersfield, after a concern for the welfare of a mother and her son. Emergency services attended and found both Jane, aged 61, and her son Lee, 35, unresponsive inside the home. Both were pronounced deceased at the scene. Police subsequently announced that Jane's death was being treated as suspicious and as a murder investigation. In contrast, Lee's death was not being treated as suspicious, and detectives stated they were not seeking anyone else in connection with the deaths. The force's position strongly suggests the deaths are linked to one another rather than involving a third party. In cases like this, where one death is considered suspicious and another is not, it often reflects circumstances where investigators believe one individual may have caused harm to another before their own death, for example in apparent murder-suicide scenarios, although police have not publicly labelled this as such. After the bodies were found, West Yorkshire Police's homicide and major inquiry team took the lead on the inquiry, confirming that no other suspects were being sought in relation to either death. Detectives appealed for any information from neighbours or those who may have seen or heard anything unusual around the property in the days leading up to the discovery. At a coroner's court hearing, the police requested additional time to complete inquiries, indicating that investigators were still clarifying key elements such as timing, sequence of events inside the property, and cause of death pending forensic and post-mortem results. These investigations typically include forensic examination of the scene, autopsy results, toxicology reports, and interviews with family and acquaintances. Jane's daughter,